been some time, hasn't it? You've come up in the world.
I could say the same about you.
I wonder if your darker half would agree.
Exactly what kind of a lawyer are you? A really good one.
Before we start today's video, check out our new merch shop linked in the description below, featuring new updated designs from your favorite Marvel projects. Use the code TEAMCAP or code IRONMAN in all caps to get 10% off of your order. Thanks so much and enjoy today's video.
Hey everyone.
A new rumor claims that Marvel Studios finally plans to reboot Netflix's last Marvel show into the MCU, with The Punisher getting his very own show on Disney Plus out of all things. While Jessica Jones was the last Marvel series to stream on Netflix, with its third and last season released on June 14th of 2019, nearly 5 years ago, The Punisher was the final show developed for Disney's competing streaming service. Its second and final season was released on Netflix on January 18th of 2019, with the last shot of Jon Bernthal's Frank Castle in the MCU being him in full Punisher drip and taking down the bad guys. However, the violent vigilante is set to return in Daredevil Born Again, with a revived rumor of his very own reboot show very well in the works over at Marvel Studios already. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing all types of Marvel related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Also, be sure to hit that little notification bell right next to it to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel almost on the daily. There is a lot of Marvel news to keep up with. It's exactly why we're here, is to keep you guys updated with everything, not just that, but also break it down for you guys. As always, I really appreciate all of the support. And so, in a recent post on his Patreon, Scooper Daniel Richmond had claimed that he once again heard that a new Punisher show is indeed in development, providing no further details from there. Berntthal was announced to return in Daredevil Born Again on March 7th of 2023, before a reboot of The Punisher was quickly rumored shortly after the show's creative overhaul in September of 2023. Daredevil Born Again did go over with a lot of different reshoots, and a lot of the production actually changed on the show while they were in the midst of its actual filming, and some of that points towards the fact of that Marvel Studios wanted to do more with Daredevil Born Again and setting things up for the rest of the Defenders making their way into the Marvel Cinematic Universe and making their way onto Disney Plus. And it seems that they want to start that with the Punisher out of all of them, and it makes sense and is a very fan favorite character, and for another, the kind of relationship that Matt Murdock and Frank Castle do have on screen. Disney is likely waiting to see how well Born Again performs on Disney Plus before rebooting Netflix's final MCU show with The Punisher, though, however, in playing the waiting game. It would certainly be a funny coincidence, since The Punisher was itself a spin-off of Daredevil due to Jon Bernthal's massive popularity in the role of Season 2 on Daredevil on Netflix, though. That in itself is already enough of a reason, at least for myself and probably a lot of you other Marvel fans out there, to bring The Punisher already onto the screen and give him his own show yet again. Many hope that it will happen, ushering the return of The Punisher and other long-cancelled Netflix shows that were a part of the Defenders saga, such as Luke Cage and Iron Fist and Jessica Jones, making their way into the MCU and on Disney Plus shows would be absolutely amazing, and it seems that they already are laying much of that groundwork. And really, overall, at the end of the day, this new report and rumor only adds to the resume of that The Punisher would indeed be getting his very own Disney Plus self-titled show and continuing on the story of Frank Castle. It should also be taken as a huge implication of that whatever we get in Daredevil Born Again is going to lay much of that groundwork for The Punisher show in itself as well. And so, the question can be proposed, what other Netflix shows could the MCU reboot onto Disney Plus, and not really reboot, but continue on their stories, as Daredevil Born Again isn't necessarily a reboot, but much rather a continuation. It was also heavily rumored that Kristen Ritter would have reprised Jessica Jones in Daredevil Born Again, but couldn't due to its scheduling conflict, and instead Jon Bernthal's Castle, Frank Castle, replaced her role to some capacity in the Disney Plus reboot as Matt Murdock's ally against Mayor Wilson Fisk's crackdown on the superhero vigilantes. And since then, there have been relentless rumors about Ritter returning to the franchise some way or another, with the Jessica Jones star fueling those rumors She showed herself training and wearing a Daredevil t-shirt only a month before shooting for Born Again began, so she very well could have had some type of connection and maybe squeezed something into her busy schedule. It's also worth noting and mentioning that there was even a cut subplot in the Echo Disney Plus show from last year about Daredevil looking for Jessica Jones, presumably related to Wilson Fisk and his plans to run for mayor of New York, but they wanted to save it for, presumably, Daredevil Born Again. Marvel Studios has been relentlessly attempting to reintroduce Jessica Jones into the MCU for years, it feels like, at this point. Unfortunately, their efforts have been plagued by bad timing with Ritter's schedule and the overhaul of Born Again with some of its production issues at the same time as well. Not just that, but all of the other busyness going on within the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and making these stories make sense is also a huge challenge that it does boil down to. Of course, it can be a lot to keep track of. It's exactly why I'm here, is to keep you guys updated with all of it, so it's all the more reason to grab that subscribe button if you haven't already. However, if Born Again is successful enough, which it seems to already be successful enough, it's going to cause a domino effect. A domino effect of bringing back not only the Punisher, but also presumably Jessica Jones and other Netflix shows and heroes, and soon or later we may even have a Defenders show, and if not, maybe better, let me know in the comments, a movie about the Defenders. Of course, I'm all ears. I would love to hear what you guys may all think in the comments down below. Also, do take it all with a bit of a grain of salt. It does seem like it's a very reliable and reputable source at this time around as well, but it's not an official confirmation or announcement from Marvel Studios, so do take it with a bit of a grain of salt. Don't get too excited. Let me know what you guys are all thinking in the comments down below. Would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial MCU. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Different theories as well. I'm all ears. Let's discuss. I love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Leave a like on today's video, as it really does help out the channel. I really appreciate it. Stick around here on the channel, Unofficial MCU, by hitting that subscribe button and notification bell to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel, almost on the daily. There's a lot of Marvel news and craziness that has been going on. That's exactly why we're here, is to keep you guys all updated on all of it and explain it all. Also, check out our merch shop, linked in the description down below, or to the channel. Also use codes Team Iron Man or Team Cap in all caps, depending on what team you are a part of, to get 10% off of your order. I'll be updating and dropping new designs on a regular basis, so make sure you check it out. It can make a perfect gift for someone else or even for yourself. With whatever way you support the channel, I really deeply do appreciate it. Whether it's simply watching today's video or purchasing one of our products, thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Peace out.